Hello everyone. In this video, we will see the fourth project of Frontend Mentor, and that is recipe page main, right? So here we will see the HTML first. Here you see inside the head, we see the meta tags, title, link for the font, and style sheet, right? And now inside the body we have the main div container. Okay, so okay. So container is taking the whole body, right? Container is still the last. So inside this container we have, first of all, we have image, this image, right? And then we have h1 simple omelette recipe, and that is this simple omelette recipe, and an easy and quick dish, this is a paragraph. So after this paragraph there is another div, right? So this div is section highlight, right? Highlight section. So preparation time, h2 preparation time, and this one, and then total approximately 10 minutes. So these are the ul unordered list. Okay, so inside this unordered list we have three ordered list, and the text total is being is getting the strong tag, right? This is because we need to show it bold, okay, thick, right, like this one. So this will get an extra style for the span. Okay, and approximately 10 minutes. Okay, so we got the idea about this. So inside this highlight section, highlight div, we have this part, right? And then we have ingredients. So ingredients is a section class. So you see section is everywhere, right? This one is section, this one is section. This is because, guys, uh, same css will be applied for all the three, and two other different class like highlight, this highlight. So this highlight will get some extra css, and this nutrition will get some css. Okay, so this is the main plan, right? Because you don't need to give different css for all the parts, right? So section will play uh, a nice rule for all the parts, right? So here for ingredients we have a section class and this ingredients, and then ul. Inside this ul we have 5 li, and we can see here 2 3 large eggs, salt to taste, prepared pepper to taste. So these things are uh, getting in here, right? And now we have another section in instructions. So in this instruction section we have beat the eggs in a bowl, so these are the things, right? So there is no span here as well. Everything is simple. Inside this ol ordered list we have li. So why these are the ordered list? Because, guys, here we have number, right? 1 2 3 4, we have some order, but here we don't have order. That is why we are not using ordered list here. And then we have a section nutrition. Inside this nutrition we have nutrition is in h2, and then we have a paragraph. So after this paragraph we have nutrition. So calories, this calorie is in span, and this calorie, these two text are inside the span because they will get the different css, right? So we will see everything step by step. So let's come here. So here is the css. We will cut them all, right? So we will take them in a word file, and then we will bring them back one by one. Okay, what happened? So let's just copy from here. Okay, uh, I didn't like the idea because white screen is not good for our eyes. Okay, because we are used to watching black screen, right? So take everything from here, and now it's fine. I think now you can. Okay, just watch in the black screen so that your eyes get some comfort. uh, okay, so we will, oh no, we're not saving this for now. We will erase everything from here. If you save this project now, so you see all the elements are here, right? Okay, so first of all, uh, if we saw our previous projects before, so we used to give a aesthetic sign, and so we will ask ChatGPT, why didn't you use asterisk sign in this case? Okay, so we have to understand that in some projects we see that we use asterisk sign and things, universal style, but here we didn't do it. So why is the reason? We will try to understand, right? So good question. I usually use the universal selector in projects when resetting default margins and padding. Browsers apply default style like margin body h1. Okay, so we reset margins and paddings. um, okay, so browsers will default style using margin padding, ensure a consistent layout, applying box sizing globally. Box sizing border box makes padding and borders part of the elements total height and width. Okay, so when we do the border box sizing border box, then whatever height and width we declare, thing padding and borders are also included inside this whatever we define, right? But if we don't do it, we don't get this opportunity, right? Why I didn't use here? Okay, your page is already well structured and doesn't seem to have margin and padding issues. Box sizing border box is not crucial here because the layout is controlled within max width. If you want to global reset, then okay, it would make sure all elements start from zero, margin padding student across browsers. Okay, so let's see. Okay, do you want to check if any changes happen? Let's just if we just want to check if any change happen, then we may take everything from here and put it there, right? So let's see if any change happen. It almost the same, no change, but we didn't need here because our design is not that complicated here. So for the time being, don't bother about this, but we just try to see, right? Anyway, so we will erase everything from here. Okay, so now we have the body first, right? So body, font family would be outfit sans serif, right? So changed already. And background color, we will set the background color. Background color is gonna be this one. We see the background color now. Pink type color, this one. So these are for the text color, right? So text color will be this. So now you can see the text color. uh, and then we have margin 0, margin 0, padding 0. Okay. This, when you do the display flex, let's see what happens. This is the main thing, guys. When you do the display flex, then okay. Okay, so this is because of the image, guys. Image is so large, right? So this is why. Let's just forget about the image for the time being. This is the experiment we need to do, right? Otherwise we can't clarify our brain whatever is happening here. So let's just save it. So when I do it, there is no image, right? But okay, so how things are, let's see the HTML. So inside the container we have this thing, and we have, okay, so we have to ask about this into to ChatGPT, right? Okay, so let's ask ChatGPT. We have so many different dips, but when, okay, let's see, we're doing some mistake, maybe. Display flex, justify content. Let's do the justify content. Let's see what happens. Justify content center. Does it change anything? This is the thing, we sometimes we get confused, guys, right? And this is quite normal. And you see here, no change. When you do the justify content center, so everything should be in center and displaced. But okay, so I think I have to ask about this thing. uh, Justify content center, align item center, right? So align item, align item center, guys. Okay, so inside the body, not inside the, okay, okay, let's just ask, let's clarify why is it happening, right? So do you want any display flex? Why they think it's horizontal? Yeah, even though the container has multiple div elements inside it, they don't allow horizontally when you use display flex. Why? By default, block elements like divs stack vertically, right? When you apply display flex to container, it doesn't change the layout because flexbox works on direct children of flex container. However, if you want to display element container to align horizontally, you need to apply display flex to container and set the flex direction to row. Okay, so let's just, is this because we applied in the body. Yes, partially. Since we applied display flex in the body, it affects how container is positioned, but it does not force the containers children to be in a row. Okay, this is the thing, right? Okay, so let's just go forward. Minimum height, 100 view height. This is the minimum height, but we can scroll here, right? So 100 view height is a minimum height, and line height 1.6. So when we do the line height 1.6, okay, so I forgot about the line height thing. I need to ask guys, what line height, what does the line height property do? Where the line height property controls the space between line of text and element. In a line of text, controls the space between lines of text in an element. It affects the readability and appearance of text. Line height defines the total height of the text line, including the space above and below it. Okay, so let's just see the change, right? So that we can guess what is happening. Okay, so now you can see like this. So when you do the line height, okay, so what does this include? It controls the space between line of text and element. It affects the readability. Okay, how it works? Line height defines the total height of a text line, including the space above and below it. Okay, so including the space above and below it, this is the thing we need to focus. Uh, it helps prevent text from looking too cramped or too spread out. Okay, so now we have container. Now we have, now we have the container, and then max width would be 600 pixel. So let's see. So now we are doing with the container. So max width is 600 pixel. Okay, with 90%. So okay, so inside of this 600 pixel, among 600 pixels, 690% would be width of the container, and background color will be different. Okay, so let's just ask about this. Let's just be clear. um, when we define uh, width of 90% of its, let's just ask. Okay, so 540 pixel becomes its, it defined with, so the effective width of container would be 540 pixel as long as the screen width is 600 pixel larger. How does it behave on different screens? On a large screen, max with 600 pixel applied with okay. On a small screen, 320 pixel. Okay, so we will see about these things later. Background color is HSL, this one, and padding 20 pixel, right? So when you do the padding 20 pixel, let's see what happens. When you do the padding 20 pixel, then it's getting, you see, padding 20 pixel from everywhere. We are doing with the container, right, inside the body. So container is the immediate child of the body, right? This is body and this is the container. We're not dealing with all other elements now. This is going to be a large project, guys. I mean, this will take a lot of time, right? Border radius would be 10 pixel. So when border radius, so this is the border radius, you see, all the corners, and we have horizontal scrolling too. So maybe this will, in future this will be gone too, right? Box shadow would be this one. So I forgot about the box shadow thing again, so I will ask ChatGPT, can you explain? Okay, so let's just see box shadow. Did we save the project? Yeah. So where is the box shadow thing? We don't see any box shadow. uh, okay, can you explain? Let's see what it gives us. Let's break it down. This property adds a shadow effect to an element. Here is what, okay, so breaking it down: horizontal offset x-axis. This means the shadow is not shifted left or right. So okay, it's not shifted left or right. This, if it were 5 pixel, the shadow would move 5 pixel to the right, but if a minus 5 pixel, it would be left. 4 pixel vertical offset, y-axis, the shadow moves 4 pixel downward. It were 4 pixel, the shadow would move upward. 8 pixel blur radius controls how much the shadow is blurred. Okay, so if we, we in general we don't see the effect of it. Left, there is no box shadow in left or right, but vertically. Okay, so if we just change the value, right, so that we can, let's say we did 5 pixel. So if, let's say if we can see any change now, no, this is 0, right? So 4 pixel, okay, so let's see. 4 pixel vertical, the shadow moves 4 pixel downward. If, okay, 4 pixel downward, right? I hardly can notice. You're right, the current shadows is okay, very subtle, because the blur of softens the shadow, making it blend with the background. The opacity is very low, so the shadow is almost transparent. How to make it more noticeable? Let's say if we provide this, let's see what happens, right? Now maybe we will see some change. Yeah. So 0 is left or right, 6 pixel down or 12 pixel is blur, right? 6 pixel down, shadow extends further, 12 pixel blur makes it softer but still visible. Okay, RGB a darker shadow, 30% opacity. Okay, so these are the thing you will forget as a uh, new designer or programmer. Mm, okay, so if you provide this, okay, so let's just forget about this, right, for the time being. And now guys, we have margin 20 pixel. Okay, so we are doing the margin in the container, right? So container, okay, so you see from the body, it's it's uh, it's taking 20 pixel margin from all the sides, from left, right, and okay. So let's ask, let's be sure, guys. Uh, does it mean container is getting 20 pixel margin from all four sides? Yes, exactly. Okay, so it's getting a 20 pixel from all the sides, right? And so this is the condition of our project. I'm sorry guys, this is the condition of our project. And now we have image, recipe image, right? So now going back to the image class. So when you do the image, you can see here, image is the immediate child of the container. uh, so okay, so let's design it with 100%. So 100% width means, guys, uh, whatever the width is defined for container, right? So that means it will take 540 pixel. So let's say with 100%, with 100%, border radius 12 pixel. Let's see, with 100%. Okay, okay, so this was the genuine image. But when we did the with 100%, so it takes the 90% of the width, that means 540 or whatever. So you see here, with 100%, and then border radius 12 pixel. So this will rounded border, this will get, you see, rounded border now. And then object fit cover, so we'll have to ask about the object fit. You see here, so what does the object fit do? Let's ask. The object fit property in CSS defines how an element's content, typically images or videos, should fit within its container. In CSS defines how an element's content, typically image and video, should fit in. It is particularly useful when you want to control how media like images or videos scale to fit inside a box without distorting the content. Syntax okay. So image object fit cover. Okay. Mm, fit inside a box without distorting the content. Okay. I hope you understand, guys. This will not distort the content. This will nicely fit inside the div, right? Inside its size. So ensure good image display. Okay. So now we have heading h1. So inside this h1 we have color family. Sorry, font family. So all the h1s will get this font. So let's see how many h1 we have. Simple omelette recipe first one, and preparation time is h2. So there is no h1, only one, right? So this is for the simple omelette recipe, guys. And now we have the color. We have color, right? So sorry, color is changed. And now we have font size. Font size 1.8 rem. Okay, so we finished h1. So now we have h2. So how many h2s are here, guys? Let's see. We have so many h2s, right? h2 for the preparation time, right? And then ingredients, and then instructions, nutrition. So these are for the h2s, right? So these will be changed if we applied the css. So color would be this one, hsl. And font size would be 1.5 rem. So you see, preparation time and ingredients, instruction, nutrition, these are changed, right? uh, Font size, this one. Okay, so section. What about this section, guys? These are for sections, right? Okay, so if you want, if you have any confusion about color and font size, so let us say ChatGPT. Color HSL 14, 45%, 35, 36%. This defines that this defines the text color using the HSL color model, which stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. HSL is the function used to define colors in the HSL color model, right? So breaking it down, hue 0 to 360 degree. Hue represents the color itself measured in degrees around the color wheel. 40-degree corresponds to reddish orange color. Okay, 14-degree corresponds to okay. and 45% saturation. 0% to 100% saturation determines the intensity or vibrancy of the color. 45% means the color is moderately saturated, not too dull, not too intense, and 36% lightness defines the brightness of the color. So I hope you got the idea what this HSL means. And font size 1.4 rem, this defines the font size of the text. Breaking it down, this specifies the font size of rem root units. Rem stands for root em. It is relative unit of measurement in css. One rem is equivalent to the font size of the root element, which is typically 16 pixel. Okay, so we know in general default font size is 16 pixel, but 16 pixel is 1 rem, and if you do 1.4, that means it would be 22.4 pixel, right? If you count it 1.4 into 16. So this is the thing we are getting here, guys. Okay, now section margin bottom 20 pixel, margin bottom 20 pixel, right? So you see here, so where is the section? So in each section we have a margin bottom, right? So that means, guys, you see, this is a section, so this section will get a margin bottom of 20 pixel. Let's see if we have any extra css for highlight. So yeah, this is the highlight. So this css would be for only this section, guys, only for this section, right? There would be there would be different background color. And okay, so for this preparation time, this would get a different background color. Okay, let's copy the highlight first. Highlight, and now we have background color. So let's see what happens. You see the background color here. Okay, and padding 10 pixel, padding 10 pixel, border radius 5 pixel, padding 10 pixel, border radius 5 pixel, right? So you see, okay, padding 10 pixel from all the side, border radius 5 pixel, and margin bottom 20 pixel. So highlight would get another 20 pixel margin bottom, right? So you see from this, okay, from this side it's getting another 20 pixel. uh, First of all, a section is getting margin bottom 20 pixel first, okay, from the ingredients. And from this we have another 20 pixel. So from from instruction to this one we have 20 pixel, because all the sections is getting 20 pixel margin bottom, right? I hope you got the point. Now we have ul, ol, unordered list and ordered list, right? So we have separate css for this. So padding left, only left side would get 20 pixel. So you see, ul align 20 pixels. So how was it before? Previously it was inside, so maybe by default. uh, okay, if you want you can ask these two, but when you did the 20 pixel, so it's just getting from there, right? 20 pixel. Okay, let's go forward. Nutrition display grid. Display grid for nutrition. Grid template column auto. Grid template column auto 1 fr. Okay, we'll have to, row gap 10 pixel. Okay, sorry guys, let's just see the changes, right? We need to see the changes. Display grid, you see, where nutrition, right? Display grid, nothing changes. Grid template column, so we'll have to study again about the grid thing. Okay, uh, if you don't have enough idea about the grid system, then things are a little bit difficult, right? So we will have to get some idea about this one. Row gap 10 pixel. So let's see. So we have row gap 10 pixel and auto 1 fr. Display template. Okay, so if we see here, where is the nutrition? Okay, so we have calories too. Okay, calories. Auto 1 fr, no gap 10, row gap 10 pixel. So okay friends, so we did the nutrition, but here we are using display grid, right? So we will try to understand details about grid. Okay, so give me a detailed lesson on grid. CSS grid, introduction to CSS grid. CSS grid, a powerful layout system that allows you to create complex and responsive designs easily. Unlike Flexbox, uh, which works in one direction at a time, CSS grid is a two-dimensional layout system, meaning it works with both rows and columns simultaneously. Display grid. To use CSS grid, you first need to define a grid container using display grid property. Okay, defining columns and rows. Okay, so using a grid template columns and grid template rows, you define columns and rows using these properties. Grid template columns 100 pixel 20 pixel auto, grid template rows 50 pixel 100 pixel. Explanation: the grid has 3 columns. Okay, so you can see 3 columns, 3 column in 100 pixel wide, second column is 200 pixel wide, and the third column takes up the remaining space. Okay, a grid 2 has two rows, so that means guys, this 100 pixel, 200 pixel, and auto is for three columns, right? Um, First column 100 pixel, second column 200 pixel, third column takes up the remaining space, auto. The grid has two rows. The first row is 50 pixel high, second row is 100 pixel high. Two row, okay. So you can see here div class container. Inside the container we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 box, okay. And now display grid, container display grid, display, okay, column height of 100, 200 auto, rows 50, 100, gap 10 pixel, add space between grid items, gap, border 2 pixels solid black, okay. And box background color light blue, padding 10 pixel, text align center. So now we can see that we are getting this, right? The FR unit. Okay, so what is the FR unit, guys? FR unit function, instead of using pixel, you can use FR fraction to divide space dynamically. Grid template columns, 1 FR, 1 F, 2 FR, 1 FR, okay. So the first and third column takes one part each, and middle column takes two parts, okay. Placing items using grid column, grid row, grid column start or end, grid row start or end. You can position grid items using these, okay. Items, grid auto, grid auto fit and auto fill. These properties make your layout responsive. Container display, grid template column, columns repeat, auto fit, min max 150 pixel, 1 FR. Auto fit fills available space dynamically. Ensures a minimum size of 150 pixel but grows when space is available. Auto fit fills available space dynamically. Min max 150 pixel. Ensures a minimum size of so this is a detailed lesson of grid, guys. uh, ah, okay, so we will save the grid lesson, okay, so that we can study later. uh, so first one is auto and second one is 1 FR, one fraction first one, okay. And row gap 10 pixel, row gap 10 pixel. So row gap 10 pixel, and we have display nutrition div display. So let's do the nutrition div and see what. Let's see what nutrition div, nutrition, okay. This is what is the nutrition? nutrition class, this is the nutrition class and div, right? So nutrition div, display flags. So let's see the change. Display flags, there is no change still now. And then justify content space between, right? So when you do the space between, let's see what happens. When you do the space between, there is no change too. And border bottom, 1 pixel solid and color, right? So okay, so when you refresh this we get this. But okay, so we need, display flags, let's take them again because we didn't change, we didn't see the change, right? So display flags, when you do the display flags, okay, then justify content space between, justify content space between. So you see div elements making space, right? So you see here uh, 0 and display content, display justify content border bottom, right? So one question is here that when you do the uh, justify content space between, so divs are calories 220 77 calories, this is in that side, but 0 gram is okay. Okay, I will have to ask about this, but let's see the change, right? Border bottom, if we set the border bottom, then we will get a border. So you see the border bottom now here, and now we have padding 10 pixel, right? So padding 10 pixel, padding 10 pixel, so we're getting padding 10 pixel from up down, up bottom tab, so uh, you mean top bottom left and right. Okay, this CSS is moving 0 gram and 22 gram, right? On the right side. How this happens because of display flag justify content space between applied to nutrition. Let's break it, right? Display flags works here when display flags is applied to nutrition div. All child elements inside div become flags items. In this case, each div inside nutrition contains two elements: a label, fat, protein, carbs, a value. Okay. So effective justify content space between, this property pushes the two child elements to opposite ends of the div, creating spacing. Okay, so you behave like this. Calories. Here is a visual breakdown. calories is on the left, etho calories is on the right, because justification space between pushes them apart. Adjust alignment. If you want to control spacing differently, you can assume flex start to keep everything aligned left. Use gap 10 pixel to add some spacing between pushing in. Okay, so now we have the responsiveness css, uh, but we have to spend some time with flex, with grid as well, right? Media minimum width 768 pixel, container max width 700 pixel, padding 30 pixel. This is for the container. And h1 would change font size 2 rm, h2 font size 1.6 rm. This is for uh, this size devices, right? Tablet maybe. And minimum width 1200, container 800 pixel. So that's it, guys. Okay, and we can see here that, okay, if we just put here now, so I hope you enjoyed the project, guys. uh, we will have to learn a lot, right? But uh, don't be hopeless. Try as much as you can. See you in the next video. Okay.